This is the neo-classic Iron Man armor from the Iron Man 2 comic series figure line. The figure is not newly released. It's been released for a while, but this armor is my favorite Iron Man armor from the comic series, and there is something. Well, I just want to review him, and there's something I want to mention in the back of the packaging. Speaking of the packaging, there it is. This figure is number 30. He comes with a base, a snap-on repulsor blast, kind of bendy, and 3 armor cards. I like to keep them in the bag because I'm not gonna use them anyway. I'm not gonna display them next to the figure. But if you collect the Hall armor, you would love to mix and match these or have them display. Nice extra. So yes, and this is the back of the packaging, and I think you would have noticed that the picture of the neoclassic on the back of the packaging is way more articulated than on the actual figure. I bet this one is a 6-inch prototype that they had. They decided to take picture of it for advertising purpose, but the figure itself is a 3-inch 3/4. You can see he has a double hinge elbow, swivel in the bicep. He had just a hinge in the torso, and he has a swivel in the waist. So yeah, it's a shame they didn't actually release the figure in this picture. And the paint job compared to the one on the picture, this one has dirty all over the yellow area. Comparing to this one, the yellow is very smooth, and the paint scheme is very clean. There's also dark area on the line of the muscle, so to give it to make him look more dimensional. So that's pretty cool. Oh yes, I didn't know this before. He has a ball joint wrist. So yeah, just like on the 6-inch figure. Very cool. But this figure is still nice. Uh, Articulation is very good, very decent for a 3-inch 3/4 figure. There is a ball joint in the head, but when you got this guy out of the packaging, the head is very loose, almost like a bobblehead. Shoulder pad can move up and down. There is a ball joint in the shoulder, in the elbow, swivel in the wrist, ball joint in the torso, so there is no need for the swivel waist. Ball joint at the hip, swivel at the upper thigh, double hinge in the knee, and a ball joint in the ankle. So let me give you another 360. And if you know that they made the Silver Centurion Iron Man, which is a repaint of this guy, and they also changed the arc reactor as well, but I wasn't able to pick up that figure yet. But this figure is still pretty cool. And let me compare him to 2 other figures from the comic series. We had the classic, and we had the Hulkbuster. So yes, I guess you can display him with all the other comic series. And the shoulder pad on this guy is exactly the same type of shoulder pad the War Machine has. But on this figure, when posing him, I realized that it's not as annoying as on the War Machine. Because the problem with this is when you want to move his arm up, the shoulder the shoulder pad has to look like this. Very odd looking, if you ask me. So, well, I guess I can put War Machine here as well. So overall, this is an excellent figure. I like the way the look of. Well, I love the way that this figure looks. So if you haven't picked up this figure yet, well, go ahead and pick him up. This figure will cost you about $7 or $8. 7 at Target and Walmart, and about $8 at your Toys R Us. So if you like the look of this figure, don't hesitate to pick him up. He looked great among the other comic series figure. And if you are into collecting all the Iron Man armor or just collecting the Hulk armor, don't miss out on this figure. And thanks for watching.